Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the last video in the Be Resolute series this week. And so today we are going to talk about being resolute in our decisions and the decisions that we make and the commitments that we make. So here's how I want to address this, because we've talked about the fact of being resolute means that we're unwavering, that we are demanding of ourselves, that things are going to change. But here's what happens. Generally, camp, you see this the most, but really in all of youth group, you have people raise their hand. Yeah, I'm making this commitment to live better. Yeah, I'm making this commitment not to date this style of person, or not to listen to this style of music, or not to do this or do that. And some people even get downright specific. I will not date this person. I will not listen to this artist. I will not read this material, whatever it is. But they make it downright specific to what they need to do. And that's fine. That's a good thing to do, because sometimes God deals with us on specific issues, not overarching issues. So with that being said, what happens then is after we leave the atmosphere of camp or youth group where everything's kind of safe and confined, we tend to just drop back on our decision making. Well, God has something to say about that in Matthew chapter 5, where we begin to see Christ's real powerful teachings in the Beatitudes and the Sermon on the Mount here in chapters 5 through 7. And really, the Sermon on the Mount, he comes, and a lot of times he's saying that you've heard it said this, but this. And he's switching thinking on things. In fact, I really want to do a youth group study on the Beatitudes and on the Sermon on the Mount, just because it's so counterintuitive. It's different than what we're supposed to think. So he says that in verse 33 of chapter 5, he says, again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely. Now, he's not talking about cursing or saying a curse word. He's talking about giving oath to or swearing something. I swear to you, I'll do this. But shall perform your oaths to the Lord. Okay, that's what it was said to those of old. But then he says in verse 34, but I say to you, do not swear at all. Neither by heaven, for it is God's throne, nor by earth, for it is footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king, nor shall you swear by your head, because you cannot make one hair white or black. So in other words, people would say, well, I swear by heaven, or I swear to you on my mother's grave, as some people would say. It's kind of that idea. But he says, but let your yes be yes, and your no be no, for whatever is more than these is from the evil one. Here's what he's saying. If you make a commitment, you shouldn't have to swear by anything. Your word should be good enough. If you say, I will do this, then you ought to do it. It should not be that you have to swear by anything. It should be that your commitment to doing what is right is so resolute that you don't need to say, well, I'll do it by this. I swear I'll do it. Because no one should have to have you say, well, I swear by my mother's grave I'll do it. Someone should just be able to say, well, if you say you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I trust your word. So here's what I want you to be resolute in this new year. As you make decisions, or decisions you've made this past year, be resolute to change whatever is necessary to keep your word to God. You do not want to look at God and say, I will not date this person, or I will not listen to this artist, or whatever the case may be, whatever commitment you made, and then go back on it, okay? You want to keep your commitments to God. So be resolute in your decision making this year to keep what you commit to God. The teen of the day today is Landon. Make sure you pray for him that he'd have a good rest of the break, and then just have a good rest of the week. Actually, here's it's Thursday. All right, have a good day.